Hey, everybody. This is I am Stacey Thomas. And who else is here tonight?
And I'm Raja E, aka Raw.
AKA Raw, but what do they call you, Raw?
Raw.
Well, who are you known as?
Well, Raja E is my name.
Well, who's the cheatologist that I hear about in town?
My name is Raw, the cheatologist. Okay, I got you.
Ray Raw. You know what? I have been excited about this new podcast, Raw After Hours with I am Stacey Thomas. And I just love keeping it real. But you, my man, I
Yes,
have
ma'am.
met my match. I have met
Oh,
I have actually met, and I never thought I would say this, a man that understands exactly what it is that a female might be saying to herself. But what's better is you and this name and the cheatologist, and then you come up with this new book coming out, Justify My Cheating. Please tell me, Raw, will you be really real with this book?
yes, ma'am. Well, this book is truly based on my life, my experiences, um, and in a marriage. I've been married twice, so I've been through a lot in both in the marriages. More so, it was unfortunate in my first marriage I was a cheater, and the second marriage I more feel like I'm emotionally drained, um, dealing with some of the circumstances in my marriage, that the book will explain. Will explain about.
So you said you were married and then married again, Raw.
Yes, yes,
So when we get to this topic, I saw you wrote, instead of having the hardest conversation with my wife, I had the easiest conversations with someone else. That's the regret, not simply that I betrayed her, is that I gave another woman the emotional honesty that belonged inside of my marriage. So, what I want to know, Raw, is did you learn this going through the first marriage so the second one could be better? Or did you learn this in the second one?
well, both marriages really, because when you step outside your marriage and first it starts off with maybe an infatuation or some type of lust that you chasing behind, and you share some of your private moments with another woman other than with your wife. And sometimes the way the other woman comfort you get addicted to the other woman comforting you more than your wife is comforting you. And sometimes that leads to the affair. That leads to a relationship outside of your marriage, because sometimes you feel more comfortable sharing some of the things that you're going through with a stranger than you do with your wife. Because when you bring it home and you try to explain it to your wife, it always turns into an argument. It always turns into a, look, I don't want to hear that today. Or can we pay some bills? Can we do that? It's always about everything else other than um, I'm lonely and I miss my wife. Can I have my wife back?
Well,
And that always leads to an argument.
it always leads to an argument. And it's funny, Raw, that as a man, you're saying this is what you get from a woman when there's women out there that say this is what we get from our man. So I can't help but ask you this, Raw. Is it that in the beginning we both need to understand what communication is? Because see, you're saying this, a woman is saying this, Raw. We both feel in the same way. So how do we prevent this from happening? That we get stuck on the first thing we talk about is the bills, the children, or what's going on in the house. That's bad.
Yes. You know what? If women are feeling the same thing that the men are feeling, then it's time for them both to sit down and have a conversation. See, the thing is, we are being distracted by so many other things that's going on in our life. It could be the bills, it could be the children, the grandchildren, it could be, I don't know, stuff even going on with the government or going on at your job. All these things distract you from focusing in on your marriage. Your marriage be the last thing that we pay attention to. We pay attention, we give all our energy to everything else and everybody else, but we don't give that same energy in our marriage. And that's the reason marriages are falling apart.
So, Raw, I posted I put a question on my page the other day. With all that I've read, that you've written, and listening to your conversation, I posted a question to get to this place where we both know that communication is going to be important when we get into this thing, right?
Yes.
When does that, Raw, what should come first, Raw, in your opinion? And for those that are watching or listening, we're neither therapists nor are we the people telling you what you should do. We're just here to give you information, factual information. Yes. What would you say should come first if you had to do it all over again, marriage or living together?
Oh, see, because of my principles and because I have lived with a woman before, I'm not gonna, and I wasn't married to her, but I was also celibate, and that's kind of difficult to do when you're living with a woman. But and that caused a whole bunch of issues because I was going through things myself. I was going through things within myself where I felt I can't keep disappointing God and please these women. But I'm in a house with this woman, and I know she want to be touched. I know she want to be stroked. But if I do something like that, and then I'm going to go right to God and ask for forgiveness, it makes me seem like a hypocrite. So I was really battling with that situation and where I had to leave it. But the sad thing is we get into our marriages, these women, a lot of them, not all of them, but a lot of them, we get into these marriages and these women hold back sex from their husband like he a boyfriend. Oh, so when we was boyfriend and doing all this stuff, I'm telling you, y'all women do that.
What, Raw?
Okay, talk to me.
Y'all always want to say we holding back. I'm not saying that some women aren't doing that, Raw, but I guess the holding back depends on when does it start. When does it start? Because if we're getting married, let's say we're getting married, Raw, we're about to turn, we're 30, right, Raw?
Okay.
So we're dating in my 20s, and then when I'm 30 something, I start to hold back. First of all, something could be going on with my body that's affecting me mentally and physically. But second of all, Raw, when we get older, if I start holding back, it's because what I needed from you in my 20s and 30s ain't working no more. Physical is in the beginning, Raw, but as we mature, I need to be turned on mentally for everything else to work. So
correct.
I don't want that I'm acting funny.
Okay, so it's something. So you're saying it's something that the man is not doing that causes the woman to hold back. That's what you're saying.
There's a possibility, but that falls back to, again, communication, because that woman should tell that man, that woman. That's why I say marriage or living together first. Somewhere we need to talk. And make sure that we both understand that communication is important. Because then I could say to you, Raw, you know what, sweetheart, it was working. At first, all I had to do was see you. And it's not that you don't turn me on now, but it's going to take a little more. See,
okay, let's go back. Okay, I understand. Let's go back to your living together or being married first. Okay, living together is a violation completely. So we can't communicate. We don't have to live together for us to communicate and find out about each other. I understand when you're living together, you want to see how I maintain under a household. Same thing we want to do with y'all women. We want to make sure that y'all doing, but most of the times y'all women do give wifely acts to a boyfriend. Y'all do. But then when y'all do get married, finally get married, y'all stop that. So explain to me why I gotta live with you first to find out if you're the one that I really want to marry.
I guess I'm thinking
What
about
we can't violate, what we can't do. I know we did it in the past, but we can't do it now, and we can't encourage that. We can't encourage people to live together and violate the rules of God.
well, Raw.
Living together is something that we can't do unless we husband and wife.
Well, Raw. Because we have a variety of viewers, I have to say this, and I agree with what you're saying, Raw. At where I'm at in my life, I agree with what you're saying, but at the same time, to everybody, they're not looking at it as a violation of law because we don't all believe in the same thing. So I guess what I'm trying to say is, if someone chooses to live together, me personally, Raw, I need to make sure before I marry you that I can talk to you, because I know I am somebody that wants to talk things out. I can't wait until I marry you to figure out you're not a talker. You're not somebody that
compatibility. So we got to measure compatibility in the beginning, not living together, not having sex together, but measure compatibility. See, whenever sex is in the equation, it's going to be confusion anyway.
Okay, so let me be clear. I agree with you about the sex thing, but that's because I'm older and I'm giving birth, right?
Okay.
When I was younger, of course, you don't always think about the right thing. You could be raised in the church, but you get a little lost, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I realized there was a difference and I don't have a problem with people knowing this. I have 2 children. My husband raised both of my children. It's different when you have a boyfriend for a woman and you learn what you're saying. Having a boyfriend and having a baby was one thing, but when I got married and had a baby with my husband, it was a total different experience. And because I loved my husband, I would never trade my first son back. But I did say, wow, I wish I could have been loved and felt like that when I had my first son. So I get what you're saying. I'm not saying rush into sex. I'm just trying to figure out, when do these people really get to know? When do we really get to know these people? Because we're all, like you said, people are getting in these relationships. And maybe if you could have been it before you got married, hey, don't stop doing what you're doing when we get married now.
Yeah. Well, people always say that, but 5-7 years down the line, it's a change. It's different.
So when you
all marriages don't keep that spark, that's because along the way we stopped communicating, right. We stopped dating, we started taking each other for granted. We started expecting this is something that you're supposed to do as a wife, and this is something you're supposed to do as a husband on both sides. I'm not just blaming the woman, and I'm not just blaming the man. Right. But all them expectations that we had in the beginning, we no longer have them expectations. There's something completely different now. So now, the main thing, and I don't want to sound redundant saying this, but if we violate, and this is real serious, I didn't know this before, but if we violate the principles of God, if we disobey God, we're not going to be faithful in our marriage. I don't care what nobody say.
I agree.
If we don't put God first, we are not going to be faithful in that marriage, because we can't be faithful to He who created us. How can I be faithful to you?
I understand, because for me, that's like saying you're saved and you're going to preach the word, but you're not living the word. So
there you go.
I get what you're saying. I'm just trying, like, you're one person that I love Raw what you write, and I love how you acknowledge what you did wrong. I guess I'm just trying to figure out, for those that are watching, how do women, so you're speaking as a man, so
okay,
you think women automatically withhold it once they're married. So
a lot of women do. when they lose compatibility. That's why in the beginning, it's very important to measure compatible. How compatible are we? Not just sexually, but how mentally, emotionally, spiritually.
Breaking up.
We
He's gonna be back. He'll be back.
Can you hear me?
I'm Stacey Thomas, and we're here talking to Raw the Cheatologist about his upcoming book, Justify My Cheating. And in the meantime, during this conversation, we're having a great conversation of our own.
That's right. When we stop rushing a relationship, somebody okay, and that's
Say something wrong too.
yeah. Now somebody, Rita Cook said, when we stop rushing the relationship.
Because I'll say
nowadays people rush the courtship and relationship to get to sex. However, we take the time to get to know each other. Without sex, there you go. You will get to know a person better. There you go. That's what we was talking about.
Well,
when sex is in the
Raw.
Yes.
If you stop thinking you know what he gonna look like or she gonna look like, and you wait for God, you ain't got to worry about all of this.
Okay. Okay. Well, we're not talking. We already have the physical attraction. When we see a person, we either have a physical attraction or we don't. But each person, the man and the woman, have to be disciplined to a point where they can get to know each other when sex is not involved. If sex is involved, it's going to create problems down the line. Oh yeah, he may be good. He packing. He blew my back out, and they post all this on Facebook. What this man did to me and all that. And then you all on Facebook bragging about this man, and then your girlfriends want him too. So you already inviting some other people into your relationship.
Wrong.
So now you got a man who know he done blew your back out, and other women gonna want him. But this is the man you pursuing for what? For marriage or just for sex? Because nowadays women just want sex.
Wrong.
I'm telling you, you'll be surprised. These women not being faithful. These women are not being faithful, I'm telling you. Because it's not every woman. It's not women like you, Miss Stacey, but I'm sure that in your past, you may have touched a hot stove when you shouldn't have. A few of us have. A lot of us have. Most of us have. However, we at a stage now where we got to educate the people and tell them, look, you don't want to touch that hot stove because you're going to get burnt.
So I've got to ask this, Raw. For the young men that are watching, for the women that are talking to their husbands, or the women who are raising young men, when it comes to...
You said the women who are
raising young men.
Oh, I just said raping young men. Oh, wait a minute.
No. You're about to quit me, Raw. You're about to quit me.
Wait a minute.
For the women that are raising young men,
okay.
What do we teach our young men when it comes to not falling into the temptation of the act of being turned on by the flesh? How
control
do we teach our young men?
Control your drives. Control your passion. Master your look. A woman is more attractive. The right woman is more attractive to a man who don't talk about sex, who don't talk about what I can do to you, and let me show you something, or you want me to send you a picture of what I got.
That's a turn off. That's a turn off.
That turns some freaky girls on. They may be into that, but that's not really a man right there. And that woman right there, she just want to experience something. But I'm telling you, if a man can control his desires, okay, look.
If a man can control his desires, a lot of marriages would be better.
Yes. Now look, I'm Muslim, right? And there's Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. He said, I can guarantee a person going to heaven if he controls two things: his tongue and his private parts. He said he can guarantee you, because you got to think about it. When we talk, our tongue is us talking, us backbiting, us spreading lies, us doing that, whatever we doing with our tongue. that's wrong and against God. And the private part is the fornication and adultery. So if we can control ourselves, control our tongue, and control our private parts or our desires, our lower desires, we're guaranteed paradise. Now, paradise is a heavenly abode for some of us who believe or don't believe. But there is a time that we got to stand in front of God and we're going to be questioning about everything that we did. And we thinking getting sex right now while we young. Hey, I'm young. Let me get to being old. There's no guarantee you're going to make it till you old.
I wish somebody would have told me. Don't get me wrong.
I wish somebody would have told me that too.
I'm going to tell you what I wish somebody would have told me. And let me tell you, my mother was old school, so it won't no negotiating or anything. You better not be having sex. You live in my house, you better not be having sex. But I had to eventually. I left her house for school. I wish someone would have explained to me the sharing of souls. Be helpful.
Yes.
Who you share your soul with. And
yes.
That's one of the problems why some marriages don't work, Raw.
Don't work because there's so many spirits. There's so many spirits inside that woman and inside that man, and they tangling with each other. They get so tangled up, and they don't understand that it's a spiritual warfare with this sexual desire stuff. Sex ain't what it's cracked up to be. But when you with your wife and your husband, you thinking about the rewards and the benefits that you get from God by doing this with your wife and with your husband. Anything outside of that is not allowed. But we allowed it. We became so comfortable with it. We think, like you, to go back to your question, are we going to live together first or are we going to get married? But what goes on in between that? What are we going to communicate? What do you believe in? Tell me some of your principles. Do you believe in God? What God do you believe in? What religion do you practice? All these things are very important. But when people are dealing with each other nowadays, a lot of them, they don't even talk about God. God is not even in the equation.
So I want to ask you something. Well, Tawanda Parker says, but you learned all of this through your fun and multiple relationships. So, Rod, that's what I want to ask you.
So that's a justification. They're going to justify.
No.
They're going to justification.
What I want to ask you is, because I don't disagree with what you're saying, right?
Mm-hmm.
We got all these things that we're going to talk about with these relationships. And you're coming off because you believe what you believe and you are a strong-willed man. But I have to ask you, at what point, Raw, did all of this register to you? Because, Raw, we can't lose patience in telling others. You have not always been the man you are today. So what was the one thing?
Correct.
If you had to tell somebody what woke you up, was it the cheating?
No, it was I was losing myself. It wasn't just the cheating. See, the cheating is just a symptom of a problem, a greater problem. Cheating is not the problem. Because cheating got something to do with making choices. So you make bad choices, you make wrong choices. See, that's what cheating. So that's a symptom of the problem. But what is wrong with me where I have to go out here and deal with different women and I have a wife at home? What is wrong? Something is going on with me. Something is going on inside my spirit. That's what I need. That's what I had to find out. It wasn't just about the cheating. It was about something else was going on with me when I no longer even think about God. I don't want to think about it because I know what I'm about to go out there and do. And I feel you watching me anyway. See, we have to create this consciousness of respect. We have to create this consciousness of fear, which is akin to love of God. We got to create that. We got to fear doing wrong. And I know Tawanda said, I learned this through the fun and multiple relationships. In the relationships, I didn't think about this in relationships. When I was out there doing what I was doing, I was just doing it to pass. to pacify my desires. That's it. I wasn't conscious of what I was doing to my soul and what I was doing to the soul of the other person. Now I'm conscious of this, so this is the only, I can only speak in this manner now because of my consciousness. But if I can tell anybody who's trying to get to that, just take your time. Take your time in the relationships. If you build in a relationship with a young lady, with a man, just keep sex out of it. When you keep sex out of it, you will know what's on that person's mind. Find out more about that person, not about what he's packing or what she said she can do. Because now you can see women. I don't want to be offensive to women, but women are.
You're being hard on us. But go ahead.
No, I'm not being hard. I'm just saying that women are responsible. A lot of women are responsible for what's going on in today's society. A lot of women, men make choices, but the women are allowing, women allow men to cheat. Listen, not all of them. Women allow men to cheat because they cheating too. So they think the only way to get back.
And some women allow men to cheat because they just love the man so much they believe in the lies he telling. So you said,
yeah, but the main thing, women will settle for a man. Some women will settle for just having a man. I don't care if he's cheating, but the majority of women today are the ones that's messing with the married men.
Oh! See, we about out of time. Now you're taking.
No, we ain't about out of. Oh, we out of time now.
You said, look at him, like I'm.
Oh, we out of time. We out of time now. When you want to talk about these women.
Wait a minute. No, Raw.
A man wouldn't cheat if a woman didn't allow it. Most of the women know men are married and still cheat with them.
Raw. Disagreeing with you saying that women are messing with married men, but Raw, let's go back to something you said. Raw, nobody's making that married man cheat. He need to learn or listen to what Raw is saying now. So don't say because you sound like a woman that's married that want to fight the side chick, and it's her man, her husband that did it wrong.
Women, listen to what I'm saying. I'm not saying all women, but listen, a man wouldn't cheat if it wasn't available for him to cheat. If it wasn't open, if the door wasn't open for him to cheat, he wouldn't easily make that decision. First of all, he make the decision to step out, right? That's the man. That's something going on in his heart. He make that decision to step out. But when a woman knows, I'm talking about the women that know a man is married and still sleeping with him, those are the women that need to listen to this. Stop sleeping with married men. Married men, stop sleeping around on your wife.
Man, you know what I think? This is just me as I've gotten older, Raw. And see, yes, we've run out of time, but I got to say this. I am a firm believer that if you know you're in love, if you know you're married and you need to do right, then and you go out there and you see something that might tempt you, you don't go back around that person. You don't communicate with that person because you even said yourself, conversation leads to more. So if you feel yourself slipping, that man, if he know that woman turning him on at that bar that he goes to have his drink after he gets off, he need to go to another bar, Raw, or he need to go home. That woman ain't making him mess with her. He's the weak one, Raw. He's the one making the bad choices.
Okay, and I agree. I agree that the man, I told you that from the beginning. The man make the decision, right? The man make the decision to step out on his wife. It's the other woman on the other side who say yes or no.
Now,
so why can't we shift some of this responsibility on a woman?
Now, You have some women, Raw. Okay. You have some women. I just didn't want you thinking all that somebody saying that
No,
somebody.
no, no.
You
It's not
do.
all women, and it's not all men.
See, this is another this is going to be for the next show, Raw, because you're right. There's some women out here, they get a pleasure. They get off on knowing that they messing with somebody else's husband. You got some women out here that are after married men. I agree with
That's
you.
it. That's
I
it.
agree with you. And they don't want them for their man. They just
And
want
they don't want nothing else but a married man.
they just want to say that they messing with her man. Because people love
Yes.
negativity. And to some people, that's how they get off.
Some women, a lot of women who sleep with married men, somebody slept with their husband. So this their way of I guess they feel like they healing by sleeping with another man, but that's confusion. So that's what we got to talk about next, about the confusion that goes on in the mind of a cheater.
Okay, so for you guys that are watching, thank you for watching. Listen, I love Raw. I love the fact that Raw lets me ask him questions and speak my mind.
Yes, ma'am.
That Raw is so freaking real. I am learning some things. When you
Okay.
read his book, you're going to learn some things. Trust me. Raw,
Yes, ma'am.
will we be taking? Can people suggest conversations they want around
Yes,
this?
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I just see a few people said you're in the show. Everyone can see and hear you. Okay.
Men have always been the aggressors and the hunters. Rita, don't start him back up, Rita.
Men have always been the aggressors and hunters. Okay. And there's a book I wrote. I'm going to say this: The Men Who Cheat and the Women Who Allow It.
Okay. Okay.
The title speaks for itself.
Next week, Rob.
The Men Who Cheat and the Women Who Allow It. Next week. Tuesday. The Men Who Cheat
and the
women who allow it. And what I'm going to do, this is what I'm going to do this week. I'm going to go around to many barbershops and salons, and I'm going to ask different men and women, why do men cheat and why do women cheat? Why do women allow it and why do men allow it? I'm going to go around and ask this question. So next week, we're going to have a video for the people. Because the people are going to talk how they feel.
I might need to do that too. Raw.
Yes, ma'am.
Next time.
7 p.m. next Tuesday. The men who cheat and the women who allow it.
Lord, and just
Raw Talk with I am Stacey Thomas.
Have a good one, everybody. Thank you for watching. Coming soon. What is it, Raw?
Justify My Cheating.
Lies
coming soon.
The lies the men tell, Raw.
Lies we tell, the secrets we keep.
Who lying? The men.
The men lie and the women keep secrets.
Tawanda Parker said, let's end this with this. First, she said a round table. Now she's saying live discussion. That's going to be up to Raw. We got to meet up. Maybe we have some people in attendance. Is that I think that's what she's saying, Raw. Rita, make sure you ask the question of, did the man tell the truth about their relationship status? Okay, Rita. Raw.
Yes, ma'am.
Until next
time.
You have a good one.
You too. Be blessed.
You be blessed and thank you.